What's going on, guys? Mike from Project Rise here, and today we're going to be doing a beginner calisthenics chest focused workout. Now when you first start calisthenics, it's very common to do full body workouts. It's actually a very great thing for you. But as you progress and you try and go a little bit further in your journey, you're trying to maybe, let's say, get some explosive push-ups under your belt, maybe even something as specific as a handstand, you might need to start splitting up your workouts into a little bit more body part focused groups. So for today, we're going to be doing our chest. Now, a couple of things about how we're structuring today's workout. We're going to be doing mobility first. After that, there's 2 phases of the main workout, and then we're going to finish off with a little bit of core. If you have any questions about further progressions or regressions, make sure you leave a comment below, especially in the mobility section. I'm going to give you guys a couple of exercises, but depending on how tight you are or how much you need to warm up, that's going to change specific to you. So again, if you have any questions, leave that in the comments below. And without further ado, let's get started. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start our mobility section right now. And you might be wondering, why have skipping here? It's honestly an amazing full body warm up, and because we're going to be using the chest today, chest and triceps a lot, it's going to be really good to warm up that rotator cuff. If anything wrong is going on in your rotator cuff, you're about to find out right now. Let's get started with this first exercise. Boom. All right, for this next exercise, it is a shoulder dislocate. Now you can totally do this with a PVC pipe or just kind of like a broom handle if you're doing this at home. I love the red band because A, it's super portable, so I always have one of these with me whether I'm at home or at the gym, and B, it's really malleable, so it allows you to get into that further range of motion. You might see here when I come across the front, I'm actually squeezing my chest in the front, and then as I push forward, I use my hips to kind of push the band further. This one is pretty cool in my opinion. It's a tricep extension, and the reason why I do this here is, again, because we're going to be using our triceps today, but you can totally control the amount of resistance by literally just grabbing the band a little bit lower, a little bit higher, and then extending up. So it's great to warm up and see if you're sore or if you can use your triceps today. Let's go. All right, the last exercise in our mobility sequence here is the chest fly, the banded chest fly. Now, just because it's the last exercise doesn't mean you have to stop here. Please listen to your body and do as much mobility as necessary. And remember, for mobility, you're bringing your joints through a full range of motion. So try and stay from the stretching and get nice and mobile. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now for the main part of our workout here. We're starting off with 3 different types of push-ups. We got incline, decline, and regular. I just want to make a quick note about the rep count that you see here. If 10 is a little bit too aggressive at the moment, or you find that to be a high number for yourself in your training right now, start off with 5 and then progress it week over week. You know, we can go to 8 the second week, maybe 10 the third week. For these decline push-ups here that you're about to see, I'm using the exact same surface I did for the incline, so it's at the same distance, incline and decline. You can totally lower your legs. When you do your decline push-ups here, you're going to be working a little bit more of upper chest. And then when you work your inclines, when we just did previously, those are a little bit more underneath your pec. And then of course, when we go to the floor here, for the regular push-up, we're working the entire area of the pec muscles. Next up, we have dips. Dips are a little bit more complex in the sense that depending on where you're leaning, so here I'm leaning a little bit more forward, which activates a little bit more chest, and depending on your strength level, especially if you're first starting calisthenics, this might be a little bit of a challenging exercise to rep out. Just take it slow, use bands if you have to modify, or you can do this modification here. This is a bench dip, and you can also do this one with knees bent as well too, which makes it even easier. Dips are going to be a crucial part of your calisthenic regimen as you move forward, so that it's super important that you still train them even if you can't do the full dip just yet. Next up, we have diamond push-ups. The diamond push-ups are in a little bit lower rep volume here, 5 reps only, mainly because at this point of the workout, your chest is probably feeling a little something, and we don't want to put any added risk in the wrists or any tension that we actually don't need right now. Next up, we have tricep extensions. This one, if your triceps are a little bit stronger than your chest at the moment, which might be the case with your calisthenic training, then this is definitely going to be an okay exercise for you to do. You might find this super challenging, in which case you can totally go to your knees and just do the 5 tricep extensions like this.
Okay guys, so now we're headed into the second phase of our push-up workout here. So for this phase, we're playing around a little bit with the range of motion, starting off at the bottom range of motion with the push-up pulse. So you're gonna be doing 100 reps of this. You are more than welcome to break it down however you need to, however your chest is going to allow you to. So in this, for this video, I broke it down into sets of 25. Ideally, over time, you'd be doing that completely unbroken. I just want to talk a little bit about this move in particular. It does help in that bottom range of motion, which is super, super important if we want to think of movements like even a bent arm lever hold or handstand push-ups along the way. Building time under tension in that bottom range is really, really crucial. All right, for this section here, you're gonna wanna actually grab a stopwatch or a timer on your phone, because now we're gonna be going into the isometric hold. So just right up after these push-up pulses, you're holding for 20 seconds at the bottom of your push-up. This one's really, really gonna burn right after you did those pulses. The second one that we're gonna be doing is right in the middle range of motion. That by far is probably gonna be the hardest, especially if you do it unbroken like I did here. So no breaks in between these, coming back up. If you need a little bit of a break, you're more than welcome to do like a 10-second break in between, or go for a lesser amount of time as well too. Now, just a quick little thing here, guys. I promised at the beginning of the workout that I would finish up with a little bit of core, but as I was actually filming the voiceover for this, I realized, oh my god, the core files that I filmed were corrupted on the camera, so I do apologize. But they are here on the screen for you, and I've also written in the description of this video a little bit more in depth for each of these exercises too. Comment below if you want to see a little bit more about them. Hope you enjoyed the workout.
All right guys, awesome work. Thank you so much for joining me throughout this workout. Again, if you have any questions, comments, leave them below. Like, share, subscribe. Gonna bring you new content next week. And don't miss Total Shred Tuesday coming out on Tuesday. This week we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. It's not your average workout. You're gonna be following me throughout one specific routine, but I promise it's gonna burn and shred like nothing else. So remember, one thing, the beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take